first corner is the most pressure you're going to feel across this whole race. Getting it off the line is one of the toughest things you can do as you get 5 lights up. And the Bathurst Enduro is underway for Split 2 with a great start from the front runners and the TMX boys as well inside of the top 10 as they run round turn number 1. You can see Lawrence has got a good start away. They've kept themselves nice, clean and consistent, Sinka. For the final race of the season, it's a scramble towards turn 1 for the front runners and the whole field in behind. Another old lead from through 1 already. Davison and Sinisa wanting to try and keep right on the tail of Doug Cowan. And the rolling was finally at the front already as well. Phase there, Katakazina.
Yes, you did.
Laboring still going at each other here. 3 minutes down, we've got 17 minutes to go. They're going to go round a lot of times. It's 1 minute 21 lap times here. They're not going to stop. Shane Rackley fighting out as well. Ray Oliver's got Bradley Wall alongside. Looks like Daniel Harding has had some form of incident. We'll pick up on that one in a minute. But Oliver on the inside, got to come back behind him.
Further back as we're underway. James Scott will lead them up the hill, up towards turn 1. Can they keep it clean? There's already contact with Dolphin and Stone Street on the straight as they run round turn 2. Dodge and Warboy being cautious off the exit of turn 1. What a run off the line, but an atrocity has happened to Troy Stone Street off the start. There's no other way to say it, Sinka. I think it was him off of the Will Brown and just absolutely Superman punched him straight into the wall on the left hand.
Hello and welcome to round 3 of the MOZA Racing Super Formula Lights SRW TV Championship. I'm James Watson, joining you instead of Steve. Steve is on assignment right now, so I'm taking over for tonight. For those that follow along with Tuesday and Thursday's broadcasts of the V8 Supercars and the GR86s, you're already well familiar with me. If you don't, well, I'm sorry. First, we're going to go ahead and cut to the point standings, as is tradition around here. Your point leader, Tim Donahue, with 180 over Jordy Slayer for Team DPR Racing. Dougie Gowns in P3 with Team SLM / Full Throttle Racing. Daniel Bourne with Carlin's Motorsport. Jamie Davis with Project 36 for rounding out the top 5. And then we have Jason Depp in SLM Academy. Sam Katakuzanos in the private tier entry. David Gallo with Carlin's Motorsport. Marcus Watson with Project 36. Tyler Sheep also with SLM Academy. Nicholas Martin with Get a Grip Racing. Richie Noble with Sim Racing Brotherhood. Greg Cooks with Project 36. Darren Fahey with DFR. Ray Oliver rounding out the top 15 for SLM. Thomas Sunny Cena also with SLM Motorsport. Bradley Hudson with JWM Simsport. Callan Hodgkinson with DPR. Nathan Burney with Pace Syndicate. And Dean Sinkovich rounding out the top 20 with Team SRW. And then the second page, Timothy Schmallenberg with JWM Simsport. Phil Vella with Max Boost. Callum Rosender with SLM Academy. Andrew Martin also with Get a Grip. Brandon Levin with Team SRW. Brady Buchanan with a Privateer. Joshua King with Team SRW Motorsports. Andrew Lydon with Kittens Racing. Jared Gilbert, Project 36. Cameron Hardwick rounding out the top 30 with SLM Academy. David Waller also with Project 36. Chris Tomlin with LTR Esports. And Keegan Caldwell also as a privateer. Alright, now gonna bring in our color commentator, but first we're gonna cut to the calendar. This is, of course, round 3. Last week we were at the incredible Mid-Ohio Sports Car course. Tonight we are at MUGELLO for the Grand Prix circuit. Next week we head to the beloved Adelaide Street Circuit for the first time with the Super Formula Lights. Then
yes.
We still have... Yep. Take it away, Biggles. What you looking forward to for tonight?
Well, it's interesting. It's a bit foggy conditions. Welcome everybody, of course, to round 3 here in Italia. If you like your pineapple on pizza, don't come here into this neck of the woods there. You might get booed out of the arena. But just depends on if you like that or not. But interesting here tonight. It's going to be a... Well, we were talking about that in the green room before we went live, my friend. 30-30, right? So do we expect any pit stops at all? Two sprint races, 30 minutes?
Yeah, that's the interesting thing. It's gonna be close. I know typically when we do the 2040 with the V8s on Tuesdays, we always get one pit stop in the 40, but obviously those are much different cars than what we're racing tonight. So I honestly wouldn't be surprised if we do have to put up with a pit stop here tonight. You know, 30 minutes, it's gonna be cutting it close. I hope we see pit stops, because Lord knows it's definitely gonna spice the racing up with everyone having to make the strategy call instead of just being able to focus forward on pure pace, and that's it.
That should be the case tonight. Joshua and Stephanie will be in our live race control. I'll be bringing the actions. I'll also be throwing some messages up on the screen there and sending some of the drivers to the principal's office if they misbehave there, drive-throughs or anything like that. In fact, even I think Steffi might be out there, or Josh piloting the potential safety car if it is required. Now, as you know, it's a lot of runoff area around this track, so unless generally there's a major track blocker or a lot of debris or some cars that are on the racing line, they generally won't bring out the safety car, but you just never know. As we're currently on board with Dougie Gowans putting a fastest lap in, but we will switch over to our championship leader at the moment in the pro class, and that is Tom. Where is Tom? I'm trying to find Tom actually currently on the, there he is at the moment. So Tom Donahue is the man leading the pros. Let's see how his qualifying performance will. He gets fastest sector 2 currently at the moment. Now, James, how familiar are you with this track, and can you give us like an onboard track guide?
Yeah, this is a really interesting track. To me, it's always been super underrated. You know, I'm happy that we got to see an absolutely epic Formula One Grand Prix here back in 2020. So let me get my own little track guide just so I can get the corner names out and make it sound like I actually know what I'm talking about. So we go down into turn 1. You kind of have to take a little bit of a wide entry into that corner, so that way you can kind of straight shot off of turn 1 and set yourself up right for turn 2. You know, get a nice good exit since it's not that far from turn 1 down here into turn 2, and then right here off turn 3, small straightaway, trying to avoid all the gravel right there on the exit. And then you can take a lot of curb on the entry into 5 and 6. Then down here into turn 6, which is called Casanova. I remember when we ran here last season, and I think the GR86s, Steve really enjoyed calling out action in Casanova. This corner is incredible. Uphill, multi-apex, kind of like Turkey turn 8, but honestly a little better. Then down here, a bit of a chicane type corner, going way wide on the exit, using all that runoff. Then into the hairpin, another kind of late apex. Set yourself up for the exit. Taking all the runoff you can right here. Try to straight shot through as best as you can. And then the final hairpin, another kind of downhill type corner. Try to absolutely nail the exit. This is one of the most important corners on the track. You have the long front straightaway. Trying to set yourself up for the draft to get a move done down into turn 1.
And Tom goes to the top of the timesheets at Mitch. Dougie gets up to the P2 there. Mitch Noble's lap as David goes to the top at the moment, setting the fastest lap. These times are going to start tumbling just like the Formula One current underway testing at the moment as well too. That's for the first time this season, the open testing that they're doing. So we'll see these times. As you can see the weather conditions as well too. It is a bit foggy, as you can see. You said you're from the Bay Area, so you're well used to this one. And it's 23 degrees Celsius on the track temperature. A bit cooler. Not sure if there's any forecast of rain on the horizon. That's something you could probably have a look at there, James, to see if that's the situation here tonight. Greg Cook for the Project 36, as the Project 36 crew are out there in the chat. And Greg Cook gets the Project 36 number 42 car up into P2 at the moment. 55 thousandths of a second just shy of David's time.
And unfortunately, we do not have rain in the forecast, which makes me the big sad, because as everyone is well aware, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I am very happy when the session is raining. And yes, sir, born and raised in the Bay Area, just an hour north of San Francisco. So while all this fog, it makes our job a lot more difficult trying to show and call the action. I at least feel like I'm at home in the fog, with what little I can see.
There you go. It might start clearing out. Marcus Watson fastest third second. Ooh. Dougie goes to the
quick
top.
Time.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Dougie
Gowans. Oh, new quick time again. Daniel Byrne, 1:37.462.
Keep an eye on Jason. Might be ready to replace that one up at a P3, but that is a Pro-Am driver as well, too. Remember, we've got 3 different classes here tonight. So far, he's set the benchmark for the SLM Academy Pro-Am driver. Nick Martin's looked pretty quick here as well too, and he's improving. Greg Cook is also improving as well too. So let's have a look where Cookie's going about to cross the line right now. Will Greg Cook get himself up a couple more places? He's a pro driver. He wants to be up at least on the front row. Bang! Greg Cook, there you go for the Project 36 crew out there. Bingo. A 137.38.
Yeah, you see the times, there's hardly any gap between the top three. Basically, a tenth separates our top three qualifiers right now. Depth about a little less than 3/10 off of the top three, but still very much within striking distance.
Car off to the side. Callum Rosenator currently at the moment for the SLM Academy. He is the fastest of the AMs as he has a little spinneroo. Gets off the racing line. Doesn't get any damage in there, but at the moment the drivers can hit their cheat code and go back to pit lane for a tow if they want. But I actually prefer to keep
someone else off behind.
Someone else off. Maybe a bit of kitty litter kicked up in the corner too, mate.
Well, I'd say there's a lot of kitty litter kicked up on this track. That's the fun thing about Mugello being a classic style circuit is there's a lot of gravel runoff, which to me is the best way to do runoff. But of course, the one bad thing about that is, yeah, see all that stuff right there. Yeah, that's gonna make things a bit difficult for everyone.
Tommy gets up to P9. Go ahead, yes.
I was gonna say, it never really feels like the gravel messes up the grip as much as you would think. Like, you could kind of notice it, but to me, it never quite trips me up all that much when I'm having to drive through it, even when someone's freshly went off and it's just completely covering the track.
That is true. Depends on how much it also gets kicked up on certain tracks as well, too. Let's have a look at Jamie Davis, who, once again, hasn't been qualifying to the exact race pace that he has. His qualifying pace has been letting him down, but his race pace has been absolutely brilliant for Jamie Davis for Project 36. He's right up there in the championship standings as well, too. I believe he's currently, if I'm not mistaken, running 5th overall. So, once again, he's got a lot of work to do here tonight. Engage Jamie Davis Project 36 boost if he has to make his slice and dice his way through the field.
Oh no!
Running off. I don't know if that's
not going to help him out.
Yeah, cost Jamie Davis anything. It didn't look like he was really taking any evasive actions. I think he was just keeping it planted. But we'll see how Jamie Davis can do for his improvement. We are down to less than 5 minutes remaining in this qualifying session, so you really got basically just a couple of laps at best to get an improvement.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we have had a couple improvements. Dougie Gowns went a little better, put up a 137.396, just about 100th off of Greg Cook. And then Tom Donahue as well also went better himself by a couple tenths, put himself up into P4 provisionally.
Jamie Davis about to cross the line. Let's see what he can do. He's currently in P15th. Will he go up a little bit further? He did show a slight improvement in the first sector, but no, not too much unless he had a little bit of an off-track moment that invalidated the lap. But that's the situation now. What about our top guns of qualifying generally? Tom Donahue, the privateer racing driver, he's out. Just about everybody is out on trap at the moment. Thomas Siana's just come into pit road. If he doesn't get out soon, he might not have a shot for another flying lap. Dougie's making a personal in-gain improvements, as you can see, with the green sectors, but no purple sectors. But you don't always necessarily need a purple sector to get the fastest lap as well. So I've seen that before multiple times. You just need to be consistently quicker, which you've done before. Go ahead.
Especially with how close he was, how little bit off he was, but nope, new quick time. Yep, 137.354. Barely pips Greg Cook. Still got 3 minutes left in queue. And really, that might just be, they might only have one more bite of the cherry. Of course, with the double 30 format we have, the qualifying advances a session right as we hit 15. It's not like the normal open qualifying where we have the extra few minutes where you can finish your lap. As soon as we get to that 15, it's done. So this might be the last opportunity these drivers have to put in a good lap time.
That's true too. Entering in sector 3, the final sector at the moment is Tom Donahue, championship leader. Let's see what he's got in his tank, as you said. By the time he crosses the line, will he have enough just for one more lap? It's going to be tough, isn't it? He's coming around the hairpin now for perhaps what could be his final time. He's not showing any improvements in the middle sector, as you can see on his own time, so he's done a personal best in the first. Dougie's not improving. Buchanan is doing some personal best, but across the line right now, I'm not quite sure this is going to be enough time to put Tom on the front row just yet.
I think he might barely have enough time.
Wow.
Wow, what a surprise.
Yeah.
He must have had a mega final sector. It was not tracking good
sir.
at all, but up to P1 with a 137.319.
Can Daniel Byrne dethrone him at the moment? Because Daniel's got a personal best, fastest first sector. Bang!
He does! 137.205. First one in the twos, and he almost put it in the ones.
Yeah, 2 drivers currently at the moment, the 37 club as well. So absolutely blistering lap times at the moment to start shaving 2/10 off. 1/10 off Marcus Watson and Dougie. Only Tom is within approaching distance with 1/10 off there, so that was an absolute cracker of a lap. There's not enough time for anybody else really to do anything about this. Tom's still out there. Looked like it might have been a bit of an invalidation as well too. He went a little bit too wide. He's only got the hairpin to come around now. He should get this lap in with just shy of 30 seconds now remaining in this session. A few drivers are crossing the line, but this will be it, I'd have to say, if Tom wants pole. Doesn't look like he is. He's slowing down.
Yep.
He's abandoned it. What about Mitch Noble? I don't think Mitch is going to get to the line in time. With 10 seconds remaining, he's got the hairpin to do as well too, so that'll be no good. I think that's it for everybody, actually. Nobody else is going to have enough time to cross the line. As you said, we're going to be ending this session exactly now.
Yeah. Bummer for Mitch. You saw he was green in the middle sector, so he might have bought himself another position or two, but unfortunately ran out of time.
All right, my friend. So the qualifying results are in. Let's go over the grid.
Yes, sir. Your pole sitter, the 808 of Daniel Byrne for Carlin's Motorsport, next to the 94 of Tom Donahue. Row 2 will feature the 07 of Doug Gowans and the 700 of Marcus Watson for Project 36. Row 3 has the 42 of Greg Cook for Project 36 and the 705 for Jason Depp of SLM Academy. Row 4 features the 78 of David Gallo for Carlin's Motorsport and the 956 of Mitchy Noble for Sim Racing Brotherhood. 92 of Jamie Davis and Jared Gilbert in the 237, all Project 36, Row 5. Sam Katakuzanos in P11 in the 968 next to Matt Neal in the 161. Thomas Sunnysena in the 72 for SLM Academy, and Callum, I'm continuing to butcher poor Callum's name.
Rosenator.
Rosenator, also for SLM Academy. Darren Fahey for Downforce Racing and Tyler Sheep for SLM Academy on row 8. Andrew Martin in the 057 for Get a Grip, and Timothy Schmallenberg in the 664 for JWM. Nathan Verney in the 282 next to Dean Pinkovich for Team SRW, rounding out the top 20. Nicholas Martin for Get a Grip next to David Lawler for Project 36 on row 11. Joshua King in the 91 for Team SRW, and Chris Tomlin in the 212 for LCR Esports. Kevin Wakefield on the 033, and Brady Buchanan in the 113. And that's going to round out your starting grid. There are our stewards and safety car drivers. All right, and we're a little too efficient on that.
Oh, that's good. Welcome.
30 seconds to go. Yeah.
Good job, James. You've done that before. You got through them, and the grid is, well, we had time for the grid, and thank you for the drivers for allowing enough time to get through all that sort of stuff here tonight with some of the new graphics. And if you're tuning in at the moment, if your team is missing your logo up there for your team logo, make sure you shoot it all in the team logo chat in the Discord there. I can get that up there, because if you're missing, it's because I don't have it. All right, I'd like to get that up there. So otherwise, you just won't have your logo. Get ready to go racing there, James.
Yes, sir. The lights are
Green's out. Green flag. Green flag.
Green means go. We are underway at Mugello. Great start for your pole sitter. Tom Donahue tucks back in as we're almost 3 wide for the lead down into turn 1. We're gonna hold on for now. So far, we got a big crash in the back. Someone is airborne. Mother of mercy. Oh, Doug Gowans. Oh no. Dare I say, going full Rick Allen. Championship implications for Doug Gowans. That is unfortunate. Meanwhile, we're still green for the most part. Byrne trying to pull away. He's got Donahue all over his back wing. Oh, we got another car going around. One of the Martins. I believe it's Nicholas Martin. Ooh.
Nick Martin for get a grip at the moment. He needs to get some traction out there at the moment. A cold track. So that's the current situation. I think that you can actually see the meatballs on the meatball flags that are currently at the moment on your timing tower. So a lot of cars, 4 of those cars at the moment, heavily on the damage clock.
Yeah, that first lap wreck was gnarly, and I was literally just about to say, I think we survived that at okay, and then someone took flight. Couldn't quite tell who it was, but it was a sight to behold. Meanwhile, the end of lap 1, Byrne still leads, but is Donahue gonna be able to pull the slipstream? Marcus Watson staying in the draft. Meanwhile, there goes Donahue around the outside. Byrne not giving it up. Woo! Oh my goodness, just barely enough racing room. They're giving what they have to, and just about. Yeah, Donahue able to just barely keep it on the track, and he's going to get the position on Byrne. Championship leader, now race leader. Here comes Watson. Byrne tried to, this is going to be a tough move. Byrne hangs on for now. See Byrne not able to carry the pace he can on these early laps like he did in qualifying. Going defensive, big move. Whoa!
Contact.
Whoa, there's contact! Around goes Byrne! Oh man, a great avoidance. I couldn't quite tell who that was, but that was an incredible avoidance. I have no idea how he didn't hit Byrne. We're doing a great job to hold the brakes there and not making that way worse for everyone. Good work from the 808, but unfortunate. So far, he's not radioed it in, which I'm a bit... as I say that, he just did. So we'll see what race control has to say about that. Meanwhile, Jamie Davis, could he make it 3? He will make it 3. Oh boy. And you see, I believe this David Gallo backs out of it, doing the smart thing.
Yeah, this is what we are to expect, actually, for Jamie Davis having to do a drive through the field there. So is Darren Farray as well. He's up 8 places, so the hard charges are coming through the field here, also taking advantage the earlier incident as well too. We'll see if we can get a chance to go back really quickly to have a look at what happened with Dougie Gowans as well too in this one. So this is where you're going to start seeing a car going up in the air. I think there might be contact there. Oh, Dougie's like a little snap, wasn't it?
Was
Bang.
that? Yeah, was there neck code or something? Because it
Might have
looked
been.
like something hit Doug's car, but nothing actually hit him. But the body language of that car, and that was a isolated incident than the flight school that I saw. Yeah, right here. It looks like one of the Project 36
Whoa!
cars. Oh wow! Oh, to see poor Chris Tomlin trying to check up where it gets hit from behind,
David?
knocked into the barrier.
I think it might have been David Lawler. The Project
I
36.
think you're
Welcome
right
back
about
to
that.
Bang. There he is. There's Davey.
Oh.
Wow.
Man, I believe I
Yeah,
can fly.
he couldn't race last week, I think, because he had I'm not sure if it was a sore back or a sore leg or something like that, but either way, he's got a sore back now.
Yeah. I believe I can touch the sky. That's
Back
all
to
I'm
the live
legally allowed to
pitches.
think before we're DMCA'd.
Tom sets fastest lap, and look at this action here.
Oh boy, Jamie Davis once again taking it 3. No one backing out this time. Oh dear. See, someone did back out. One of the Project 36 cars said, nope, I choose life. Let's see, 15-second time penalty to the 237. That is Jared Gilbert. So I imagine that was for the big incident that set Lawler flying. Because I couldn't quite tell who the other cars were involved. I was too busy watching Lawler take flight. Meanwhile, oh, great move! Great move by, can't quite tell who the blue car is, unfortunately.
Jason. The blue car?
Yeah.
That's,
yes.
Well, that's Darren up the road.
Man, yeah, what an incredible move by Darren. Late, but pulled off perfectly, just snookered him. Now, the thing that I'm keeping an eye on is, with this being essentially a grade 1 circuit, there's a lot of the lovely little sausage curves, which, as everyone knows, the open wheel cars do not take kindly to. Oh my goodness! Yep, I saw that developing. Wow, the squeeze was on, and that was nearly disaster.
I don't think it's over yet either, my friend.
No.
For sure.
Marcus Watson having to get out of it. He called that in. And yeah, I don't blame him. On first look, that looked a bit.
Race control will be looking at quite a few incidents currently at the moment too, so we'll see how it pans out. Nice little battle here.
Oh my God, we're 3 wide. That is not an area on this track I expected everyone to be 3 wide, but we survived somehow. God almighty. These drivers are making passes in ways I didn't think you could make passes around here.
This is the big battle at the moment there for 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th, so forth. And there's Tommy Siana, Tyler Sheaf going for it 2 for now.
Yeah, SLM Academy teammates, and now having to hold off another SLM Academy teammate. Here comes another move from the MOZA car. Just tucks in perfectly. And look at the run.
Matt Neal to the inside.
Matt Neal with some great overtakes right there. Cut through the field.
So further up at the moment, we got Project 36 with Greg Cook having a battle there with Dazza down the road. That's current battle for 4th and 5th actually in the pro class as well too. Mitch Noble's doing a fantastic thing in the Pro-Am, running in P2. Tom's checked out at the moment, 3 seconds up the road from the rest of the field. Well, you got to try to keep Tom behind you as long as you possibly can, but inevitably, once he gets going, he is gone. And he's going to be able to control this race unless he makes a mistake. Of course, there's a few drivers running wide.
Yeah, but you said it. Mitchie Noble having a fantastic run here in race number 1. And able to keep Jamie Davis at bay for now. About 1.2 advantage over Davis. Meanwhile, Depp with a big move to the inside of Fahey. Ooh. Saw a little bit of a wiggle at the apex for Depp, and that allows Fahey to pull around.
Yeah, Fahey up 9 now, and the biggest gainers in this one. Questions out there. Marcus Watson needs some driver. How did Gilbert get so far back? He started in 10th. That's Jared Gilbert for the Project 36. He must have been involved in one of these incidents. I'll see if I can actually have a look at a replay on that one. We'll still go ahead.
He did, because he got a 15-second penalty
that's right.
for his troubles for that.
Yeah, that's what it was out there. Got a penalty from the race controls. Tom gets the fastest lap. He's in the 37 club already. So he's in qualifying pace, but in race pace. So it's absolutely pretty outstanding there. As David is battling it out with the Jamie Davis. The drivers that have just made his game up there. We know Jamie Davis's race pace is always pretty good.
Meanwhile, Marcus Watson getting himself a 15-second time penalty for, I believe, the incident with Daniel Byrne on lap 1.
So Marcus Watson, yeah. We'll have a look at that crash in a bit too, where you saw that actually. Nick Martin had a crash. We've got Daniel Byrne. We'll have a look at this Daniel one real quick. I'm going to miss the action. But, we don't live in replays. We don't see this one. This is what we did capture in the live pictures as the contact in a second there. Which spins Daniel around, drops him back currently at the moment to P14. And that's obviously
that's heartbreaking too.
Bobby Buchanan had a moment as well too, my friend. Sorry, cut you off on that one, but I think this is just a solo crash for Bobby, who's running in 26th place. Yeah, gets off into the. Oh, that's a hard lick in the defense.
Oh no! Oh, yeah, you saw. I brought it up earlier. The sausage curves. He clipped one there on the inside and just knocked him off of his lane just a little bit into the gravel. But here comes Jamie Davis making the move on. Is that David Gallo that he's battling with?
Yes, it was. He just got past David Gallo.
Still ahead.
Yep.
Oh, we're going to be 3 wide into turn 1 again.
Oof. Somebody was blinking there for a second.
We got a car going around. Oh! One of the SLM cars, Rosenator.
Now, I wonder if that's because one of the drivers was blinking there. That's why you saw that for a second on the camera. They might have just had a slight disconnect, which is the worst possible place when you're during a braking zone as well, too, is you're seeing all the action. You're going to see contact around here somewhere. There. Oh, there's a slight bit of contact. No, the blinking was actually behind it.
Yeah. Oh, what a hit.
The blinking actually was, I think it was Tommy, wasn't it? Yeah, Thomas here. Let's have a side by side with him. No, that was the contact. Yeah, Thomas will come around here. He'll blink for a second, then he rejoins and bang, he had nowhere to go.
Getting a lot closer to his SLM teammate than I think you wanted to at this current moment in time. So I think I finally said Ed Callum's name correctly. Hooray. Meanwhile, you see Schmallenberg, the biggest mover, up 8 spots, tied with Darren Fahey, who's also up 8 spots. As here we go, Matt Neal making the run on Tyler Sheaf. Neal's got the slipstream, catching up to a slowing Tim Schmallenberg. Neal's gonna get the pass done. Sheep cannot hang on the outside. Another move done for Matt Neal. Schmallenberg seems to be back up to pace, but he just looked a little slow going into the turn 1 braking zone that time.
Daniel's had to come in, Daniel Byrne, to fix some repairs. I hate the pit lane here and for the cameras. And he's got that meatball to serve. Callan Rosenader just came back out of pit road, it looks like, as well, too. So we're not expecting any scheduled pit stops in this 30-minute race. We're almost halfway through at the moment on the clock, only about 30 seconds away from the 15-minute marker.
So something that must have happened, because the last time I looked, which wasn't that long ago, he didn't have a meatball. So something must have just happened to the 808 that forced him on the pit road, making a good race gone bad much worse.
Let's see how Dougie's fight back can be. We've seen this before in the past. Only problem with Dougie this time around is he doesn't have a great deal of time. So he went from the penthouse essentially to the outhouse. We'll have a look at his graph as well too. There it is. So you can see where Dougie went all the way up. It was up the top. And of course with that incident, had to jump all the way down the bottom. He's slowly making some positions back up, but you can see obviously in 10 laps he might be able to be, if he gets the overtake done.
He got the intimidate button.
Yeah. He might be able to get his way up to around, I don't know, mate. Oh, it's possible to get the top 10. Dougie's got some pace. That's what I think he might be aiming for.
Yeah, that's the thing about...
Oh, what's this? Mitch Noble's got off.
Oh no! P2 Pro-Am leader going off, losing a ton of positions. Oh no! Oh my goodness! Darren Fahey just got launched into the Netherlands.
Wow.
What in the world? What a crash!
They say these super formulas
goodness.
are light, mate, but I didn't realize they're that light. Have a look at this. Bad roll.
Oh my god.
That actually just...
Wow.
He actually reset, I think, when he was skyborn because he knew he had no choice.
No, he automatically reset because he got launched outside the fence. He was outside of the park. Oh, a deep line drive to center field on that one. Holy crackers. See, looking for the initial incident with Noble and just goes around. I believe that was that turn 6 and 7.
And then watch this.
And then gets back on track, spins,
wow.
or gets loose again right in front of poor Darren and just fly, be free. Oof.
That's what they said.
Well,
Formula lights make the fly. He got some downforce.
Yeah. Super.
Oh, that's
Formula
wide.
light
That's
duty
wide.
aircraft.
That's wide.
Oh no! Wait. Oh, what a save by Matt Neal.
Yep.
Oh, that's gonna cost him one spot.
Tyler Schiff gets past exactly as he's battling it out. So he's got Nathan Bernardi as well too, hot on his heels after that little mistake, going a little bit wide around here. High-speed circuit here, Mugello. So you can't afford to make any mistakes you do make will be punished pretty quickly.
Absolutely. It's quite high speed in these cars specifically. This is a really good track for junior formula. You know, it's a bit narrow for some of the bigger open wheel cars like F1, and even you can make an argument for the Indy car as well. But the junior formulas like the Super Formula Light, the F3, or even the USF 2000, this track works so well because the narrow track isn't as much of an issue in these cars being so much smaller. Oh, we got a wreck towards the back. Kevin Wakefield, Brady Buchanan. Called it in. Not sure what happened with these two. Wakefield goes wide, goes around right in front of Brady Buchanan, nowhere for Brady to go into Wakefield. And that car is not able to move anymore. He has requested a tow. And meanwhile, Doug Gallen's got a 5-second penalty for unsafe rejoin from his lap 1 incident.
Fastest man of the last lap actually was Greg Cook, believe it or not. So Greg Cook's putting some bankers in. There you go. He's in the 5 fastest laps as well too. The last 5 laps on average. See Tom's still up there. Jamie Davis is on top of that one. Greg Cook, of course, for the other Project 36 with Davey and Jason as well too. So they're all the drivers that are essentially in the top 5 as well. So in the 5 consecutive fastest.
Safety car.
Safety car's been deployed.
Wow. Oh boy, Dean, this is gonna be bonkers.
Is it for David going off track? No, I think David's okay. Yes, it's had a little off track excursion. Is it? It must be for the accident between Kevin Wakefield, right? Oh, that's just the off track there.
Yeah, I reckon you're right on that. That is a not great part of the circuit that car came to a rest in, unfortunately. See, rewatching it.
Goes out into the marbles and then onto the chicane, yeah. Must have got hooked up there and couldn't get it moving. Called it in for a tow.
Yeah, he got it and then...
Stuck in reverse there, look. That's a neutral.
I think that...
traffic. Problem is, there's so much traffic still to come around. So...
And plus, I'm not so sure if that car was even in a drivable state, because I wonder that little bump into the wall when he put it into reverse, I wonder if that just damaged the half shaft just enough to kind of make that left rear wheel unusable.
That's true, but anyway, we do have our first safety car of the night. Tom in the lead. All that lead that he's got is neglected right now, mate. So he's going to have to go out there and do it all over again. Stephanie will be our safety car driver here this evening. There she is.
And you hope for his sake that he nails the restart. Otherwise, he's going to be a sit duck with that slipstream going into turn 1. Oh,
yes, exactly. That's true. Let's have a look at our gainers tonight. Once again, our Timothy Spellenberg's up at 11. Josh King's up 10. With Nathan, Jamie, and Tyler all up 9, 7, and 7 on them. And there's their positions that they currently run at the moment. Jamie Davis up to that P2. Is he going to be able to do that attack? No front left at Project 36 was saying before. Mitch Noble doing Mitch Noble things from Rusty.
So, Marcus Watson just got a 20-point penalty for incident on lap 2. So, I'm wondering, because was that contact with Byrne, was that on lap 1 or lap 2? Because I'm struggling to remember the other incident. Watson's incident with Byrne.
That was on lap 2, I believe. We go back and have a quick look.
Okay. So then that's what the 20-point penalty is for. So then I'm wondering, because he got another penalty, a 15-second time penalty for something that happened on lap 1. So then I'm not remembering what that lap 1 incident is.
Oh, I don't know either. We'd have to go back and have a look at the start of that race, but it's the contact.
Oh, yeah, and looking at this angle, I finally see what happened. You could see Marcus got the sausage curve on the inside, and it just launched the car left into Byrne. That's what caused the contact.
We'll have a look from Marcus. What's his perspective? Yeah. Oh, no, it's a flick across to try to go up the inside, and I think
And
that's
then right
there.
here,
Yes, you're
bam.
right. Bang. Yep. Launched him straight in.
Sausage curves.
They're there to slow you down, not to cut the chicane.
Hey, yeah, and they're added for safety, and that was very safe.
Well,
Don't
they
forget
have
that.
been saying that for years, actually, about sausage curves being unsafe if you do happen to clip them. It's true. They have caused a lot of real-life incidents, not just in iRacing. So it's always been a topic of debate. Is it good to have them? They need a way of slowing the drivers down from cutting corners, of course, yes. How do you do it? Well, they put those there, which are very dangerous, of course, if you happen to hit them at high speed. Lifts, certainly light cars like these, open formulas, it can really lift them up, throw them in the air. Same thing in Formula One. They don't generally do it in Formula One anymore, as far as I know, because it's just too unsafe. But obviously, there's a few of them there as well too, the sausage curves. No worries in iRacing, I say leave them in there, because it's not. I mean, yeah, if you crash your car out, at least you're not dropping $100,000, and plus the safety of the drivers, so you're okay at home in your racing rig. But yeah, in real life, it's still very much a debate of are they constructive? I don't know. You could probably talk about that one all day long.
Yeah. And meanwhile, you see the safety car is no longer there. We are going to be going back green this time by. Tom is going to need a restart of the century to try to hold on to this lead.
Yep, you can see Tom. He's only not led the first couple of laps. Other than that, he's led every other lap once he got the overtake done earlier. So what can he do now? What can Jamie Davis do? One of the biggest gainers in this race. Can he get a jump here on Tom? Tom's going to be the sitting target, remember, without the slipstream.
Yeah, I think Tom might be waiting as long as he possibly can before he goes to try to cut down that draft advantage. It's a absolute crawl.
And go.
Yep, green means go. We're back underway at Mugello. We're going to have about 3.5 minutes left. So I'd say about 3 laps. And Tom did exactly what he needed to. He holds off Davis. Nothing too crazy in the back of the field. Someone going a little wide, kicking up some gravel. I think that was Davis.
He's trying everything he possibly can at the moment, isn't it? Trying to keep Tom at bay, but Tom, the reason why you're leading a championship for a reason. He's a superb driver. And he's hard to beat. He's out front. Yeah.
He is, but the draft is a great equalizer. Davis just needs to stay connected as they get back onto the front straightaway if he's going to have an opportunity. Saw him clip the sausage curve a little bit. Thankfully, for his sake, didn't upset the car too much. He's still keeping as close as he needs to.
He just needs one more position to get that graph up one more place, doesn't he, for Tom?
Oh, and you see Tom already breaking out the snake, trying to break that draft.
Yeah, he needs that good exit here, doesn't he? So he can break that slipstream here. You can see here it comes now. And don't look in the background. We also got Greg Cook on David. I don't think Jamie's close enough at the moment to do anything here.
Oh, I don't know.
Well,
he's looking to the outside.
Yeah.
But no, not close enough. Donahue doing a great job. Oh my goodness, we're 4 wide further back. And they get out of it somehow.
We got Greg Cook that managed to actually get
wide.
past. Yeah, here you go, Tyler Schiff, Thomas. Once again, these drivers have been out at 2 for now. Marcus Watson back in the background as well. So Vernie's off.
Oh no! And he keeps it out of the wall, but oh, that is almost race ending. He's going to be at the... Oh my goodness, someone is flying again! What?
Wow.
Oh man, Gerald Gilbert went full Star Fox. Do a barrel roll!
Oh,
Oh, wow! Oh, and he landed it! The judges give him a 10.
that's because it looked like Chris Tomlin had a moment as well. So this isn't over yet, my friend. We still got lots of action happening here, and we're in the dying stages of this race. We'll have to switch back over to leaders here at the moment because these are drivers that are also battling it out for the Pro-Ams class as well, too. We'll have a look at the group table there.
Meanwhile, I'm fairly certain this is the final lap. Okay, now we're on the final lap.
Yep. He's got that lead to 1 second now. I don't think, if anything, Greg Cook could be looking to put a bit of pressure there on his teammate there, Jamie Davis.
Yeah, Cook not close enough to make a move yet. See, side by side, Sheep battling with Marcus Watson. Oh, Neil! Oh no! Neil got the sausage curve! Neil went into one Slim car, into another, and we have oh my goodness! We have someone flying end over end off the track.
Another caution on this one.
Oh my
Black
God.
flag too for Daniel Byrne as well. But we'll go back over to Tom. He's only got basically the last sector right now to get this done. There it is. So check the
and
flags
Jamie
out.
Davis went off.
Oh no!
Jamie Davis went off, and he is down to outside the top 10 right now.
Yep, Jamie Davis has dropped out. It's going to allow Greg Cook to get that podium position there with David. If David can hold off Jason for a couple more corners. He gets the win.
Wow. See, coming to the checker flag,
Oh, this
dominant
will be close.
performance. Tom Donahue wins race 1 at Mugello, and Jason Depp looks like he's going to hold off. He's going to get David Gallo for P3 at the line. What a run by Depp.
Here comes Dean as well, too, for another perhaps AM win. It will be. But Dino, that'll be solid, holding off Andrew Martin by 0.006 of a second in the dying stages of that one. I just wanted a quick look there what happened to Jamie Davis, as you said, too, as he went off track.
And we got to watch that big wreck.
Oh, the problem is there's no time, unfortunately. The session switches over, so that'll be it. Unfortunately, we won't be able to show you the replay on that one. That's I have a little pet hate on Iracing for doing that. But anyway, our results, my friend, for our first heat race.
Yes. Give me a second. I'm trying to see if I can take a look at the that big wreck. But in the meantime, the final result for race 1, Tom Donahue bringing up the win. Greg Cook, Project 36, bringing it home in second. Jason Depp for SLM Academy get David Gallo at the line. Gallo knocked back down into P4. Smallenberg jumping up to P5 after all that. What a run for him. Sam Katakuznos in P6. Marcus Watson in P7. Tyler Sheep, Dean Sigovich, and Andrew Martin rounding out the top 10. See, the Pro-Am winner obviously was Jason Depp, and we saw the great photo finish at the line for the AMP win. Sigovich getting it over Andrew Martin. Then we have Jamie Davis bringing it home in 11, Thomasina, Nick Martin, Joshua King, David Lawler in the top 15. Doug Gowans, Doug Gowans P16. Nathan Barney 17. Daniel Byrne dropped down to P18 with that penalty. Matt Neal, Callum Rosenator rounding out the top 20, and then Darren Fahey, Mitchie Noble, Chris Tomlin, Gerald, Gilbert, Brady Buchanan, and Kevin Wakefield rounding out the finisher. Whew! Wow, that was a race. I will say that was one of the wildest races I've seen in some time, and some absolutely incredible crashes.
Absolutely.
I can't.
A crazy one, wasn't it? A lot of big drivers involved in that.
And I think Darren Fahey was the car that got sent end over end. So I think poor Darren got launched into the skies multiple times.
Yeah, they're asking in the chat too, what was the lap 1 penalty for that you were talking about, I think, as well too. Race control's been very, very busy, so you have to bear with us on that, of course, because they're probably still going through at the moment, evaluating a lot of those incidents that happened, because as you know, that there was a lot. We couldn't capture them all, of course, on the camera, unfortunately, because we'll end up living in replays all the time and missing out on the live action. But,
yeah.
What a cracker. And that's only the first installment, my friend. We have another cracking 30-minute heat race, sprint race to go.
That we do. And okay, so it was actually Callum Rosenator who was the one that got sent end over end. Was unfortunately not able to miss Daniel Byrne, who was trying to check up for that incident in front with Matt Neal. And Rosenator just launches over the wheels and goes end over end over the fence and out of the park.
Oh, was it over the fence, was it?
He flipped
Wow.
end over end over the fence and out. We've had 2 cars fly out of the track this race. Man, this is one for the ages, let me tell you.
And we still have more to go. Of course, once we go after that, we go to Adelaide for our next round, where we go back to the first sprint race, 20-minute, and then the 40-minute format. Circuit the Jazz, the Moto edition of that one. So Jerez in Espanol for the reverse top 15. Yep. We're going to have a reverse top 10 tonight as well, as you can see. So that'll be interesting to see how that grid is going to pan itself out after all that shenanigans of a race.
Yeah, now we get to see Tom Donahue try to make his way back up to the front.
I think there's literally nobody. I think there's only one driver now actually on track during our practice session. One. And it's just about to end. I think everybody's taking a breather after that, mate. In fact, I would probably imagine there, James, that a lot of drivers are actually going around and having a look at the replays of what happened during that race themselves, trying to get an idea of what all happened around them. So nobody elected to go out and do really any warm-ups. But we'll quickly go over the grid real quick here for our second race here tonight.
Yep. Yeah, I think Darren Fahey and Rosenator were booking their flight insurance after that race.
Cool.
But
we have to go to the first row, not the last row, my friend.
We're really going reverse grid on this one. All right, your front row, Andrew Martin for Get a Grip Racing in the 057 X2 Team Sinkfitch in the 024 for Team SRW. Row 2 features Tyler Sheaf for SLM Academy and Marcus Watson for Project 36. Sam Katakuzanos in the 968. Next to Tim Schmallenberg in the 664 for JWM on Row 3. Row 4 features David Gallo for Carlin's Motorsports and Jason Depp for SLM Academy. Greg Cook for Project 36 in the 42, and Tom Donahue, your Race 1 winner, rounding out the top 10. Jamie Davis for Project 36 and Thomasina for SLM Academy on Row 6. Row 7 features Nick Martin for Get a Grip Racing and Joshua King for Team SRW. Row 8 features Dave Lawler in the 13 for Project 36 and Doug Gowans in the 07. Nathan Varney in the 282 next to Daniel Byrne on row 9. Rounding out the top 20, Matt Neal in the 161 and Callum Rosenator in the 443. Darren Fahey for Downforce Racing and Mitchie Noble for Sim Racing Brotherhood. Row 12, Chris Tomlin for LCR Esports and Gerald Gilbert for Project 36. And rounding out the field, we have Brady Buchanan and in the 113 and Kevin Wakefield in the 033. And that time we were even more efficient. Now we got a whole minute to try to figure out how to fill.
Nothing changed, of course, outside the reverse grid. So it was just mainly focusing on that top 10 as well. Let's see how they go. So Andrew Martin, Get a Grip there alongside Dean Sunkovic will be going for that. Two of the AM drivers will be taken to the grid here in the reverse grid. So we'll see how they're going to be able to hold off the likes of those pro drivers and keep an eye, obviously, on Tom Donahue down there as well too. Greg Cook next to him, 9th and 10th. And just behind, of course, Tom is Jamie Davis in the 11th position as well too. So that's going to be a great battle between them. See how long it will take them, if potentially, to slice and dice their way up through the field.
Absolutely. Got a lot of cars looking to make that recovery drive, like Jamie Davis, Darren Fahey, for example. But here we go. The lights are just about to turn on for race 2 of tonight. And just like that, the lights
Green's out, green flag, green flag.
Out. Green means go, and we are back underway at MUGELLO. And we're already going to be 3 wide for P2. Great jump for Andrew Martin. And here comes Watson looking to the inside. Oh, man, look at all these cars.
Marcus Watson might have the lead by the end of this.
He does. What a move by Marcus Watson. And now Andrew Martin's going to be side by side trying to hold off Tyler Sheaf, but he's not. Sheaf goes up into, big moment for Martin. That's going to cost him a few spots. Oh, we got a car off in the back as well.
It's Dean.
That is, Sinkovic. Dean Sinkovic. Let me try to.
We got a big accident here. We got a lot of cars off too.
We do. We got several cars. Oh no, Darren Fahey again, and Daniel Byrne. Oh, and Doug Gowans. He is destroyed. No rear wing. Oh, and the right rear just barely hanging onto that car.
Yeah, I might be seeing whether or not those cars can keep going. 3 wide action here.
What a move by Jason Depp! Just did it from nowhere and pulled it off before they even knew what happened. What an overtake!
That's a SLM Academy at best. Here comes Tom. Tom Donahue.
Yeah, he's making the move on Andrew Martin. And Greg Cook trying to follow him through. Right now, Marcus Watson lifting about a almost 2-second lead over Tyler Sheaf. Kata Kuzanos holds on to P3 right now. And it looks like we even got a battle for P2. Kata Kuzanos trying to take it. And he's going to.
Up 3 as well too. Fantastic for the privateer driver.
Yeah, a great start to the race.
Yeah.
He sure does. They've got themselves a nice gap to Tom Donahue. Tom is a bit far away, but knowing the speed he's shown tonight, I can't imagine he'll be that far away for long. It's battle between Mitchie Noble. Oh!
You're going to take it around the outside there too much there, Mitch. He'll be risking it for the biscuit, as they say.
Yeah. Joshua King doing some great defensive driving. Oh, we got car going around in the back. It's Rosenator. Gets it out of the gravel, but he is well behind the action now. Wow, back on the action. Project 36 cars trying to make their way up through the field. Cook and Davis. Cook with a late lunge on Martin, trying to get by. They're both going to get the run. Will they work with each other, or is Davis going to take it 3? Yep, they're going 3. Andrew Martin looks to back out of it. Live to fight another day. Let those two go on their merry way. While Marcus Watson, he's grown that lead to almost 3 seconds over Katakuzanos. Sheaf has his mirrors full with David Gallo. Meanwhile, C. Noble makes the pass on Nick Martin.
Back up to the front, it's a three-way fight. Tyler Sheaf is still hanging in there at the moment, but David's caught the back of him, which is interesting, and I wouldn't be surprised if Tom doesn't get the back of him soon. He's about a second down the road there. Jason's staying with him. Tom set the fastest lap on the last lap, so he will be with him in no time flat, I would imagine, at the speed that Tom's doing. So what are these drivers going to do? This is a big smile on the face, of course, to Marcus Watson, because he's got that 3-second gap, and he needs to keep that going. Because here is Tom. He's already shaved half a second in this lap alone here, our championship leader, Tom Donahue.
Yeah, Marcus is hoping that these 3 hold Tom up as long as possible. As you see Gallo with the lunge on Tyler Sheaf, he's going to get the pass done. Now going to try to see if he can catch that slipstream from Katakuzanos. Try to get him into turn 1 as well, but here comes Tyler Sheaf. Sheaf wants it back. And now what's Donahue going to do? Is he going to have a run? Is he going to get there? He could make it 3, but he is sending it to the inside of Sheaf. Tyler trying to hold on for all he can. And Donahue's going to get the pass done up into P4 for your point leader.
Yeah, Jason that was chasing him now has to try to clear Tyler if he needs to get that one. Look at the gap already that Tom's got up the road. Fastest lap was set by Marcus Watson, so he's increasing that gap to 3.5 seconds, just over 3.5 seconds now, which he knows, once again, he's going to get the call on the radio soon from his engineer to say that Tom Donahue's coming thick and fast, my friend. You've got to get, you've got to just continue to put those fast laps on. Let's have a look about Jamie Davis now on Smellenberg. Remember too, some of these drivers are, like Timothy, for example, is a Pro-Am, so is Jason, so is Tyler. Jason's just got past Tyler Sheaf, kind of, they are side by side up the road. They don't necessarily need to battle the pro drivers so much, they would battle their own class, but of course they don't want to be giving up too many positions because they want to catch Sam, who's the leader of the Pro-Am, up in P2 currently.
Also, getting an overall podium as a Pro-Am or an Am, that is a huge feather in your cap. As someone who usually ends up in the middle class, if you can pull that off, there is no better feeling. So they are going to be fighting hard for that too. Meanwhile, there goes David Gallo to the inside of Katakuzanos. And he's going to get the move done as we're 3 wide, a little further back into turn 1.
Yep, Jamie Davis, Greg Cook, and Smellenberg.
We also got a pretty big battle with Lawler, Bernie, and King as well. Oh yeah, this is a big battle. Cars are all over the place. Cena gonna be under fire for the moment. Matt Neal just about all over the rear wing of Cena.
Yeah, we know that there's no team orders out there for the Project 36 team. David Lawler, he's right in the back there of Josh King. He's having a better race this time around. He hasn't gone anywhere at the moment. Started in P15 in this race. He is in P15. Remember, he had was involved in that earlier incident, and there's a blinking car. That's Tommy.
Oh, man. Cena turned right off of the racing circuit and continuing to blink.
That's got to be net code on that one because he came back into place, isn't it? And I don't think the other driver knew exactly where he was, and that was just, as we saw him blink, I mean, if we can't see where he is, how's any other driver going to see where he is? It's Tom making his way past Sam. And I don't think Sam's going to put too much of a fight up on that one. He won't, because they're different in class. Remember, he knows that Tom's clearly the quicker driver. He was the one that he won the first heat race, and he's setting his sights. He's hunting at the moment. Next up on his list is David Gallo, and then he wants to get Marcus Watson, who's got almost 4.5 seconds up the road now. So that's yep. Go ahead.
I was going to say Katakushnos, is the Pro-Am leader right now, and he's got about a second and a half over Tyler Sheep. Jason Depp. Yeah. Depp finally got the pass done on Sheep.
Yes, sir. They're going to fight back up too. I'm just going to continue to see how this fight just pans out at the moment. Too much action at once. Greg Cook up the inside there. Eventually will get past Timothy Smellenberg. He's been fighting him for some time. Once again, different class as well. But Timothy, more importantly, needs to keep. He doesn't want to give up too much because he's got Mitch Noble behind him at the moment, and he wants to keep Mitch Noble behind him because that is a fight in class. As you said, Jason got past Sam, so he's our new AM leader. Sam's not going to want to give this one up too easy. Sam will fight it back, of course. No doubt. He wants to get the Pro-Am win, and he gets ahead now of Jason. And look at this, Tom now on the back there of David. I think this is only a matter of time as well too, isn't it, down the main straightaway?
I think he's got the slipstream inching out just
ahead,
and oh boy, and you see 3 wide a little further back behind them as well. Smallberg, Cook, and Davis. Weirdest sounding law firm I've ever heard.
Yeah. Oh, that was a bit of a bump. Mitch Noble.
Yeah, I'm not sure what exactly he hit, but a great job to hold onto it. I thought for sure that car was going right into the gravel. Noble lives to fight another day.
His race is going to go fast, mate. We're almost up halfway through this. Comes Jamie. Once again, one of the hard charges for this race, up 4 places at this one. He's on the back there of Sam. I think he's going to go for this. No, a little bit too far back. Oh, Sam, I don't think he's going to make the corner. Well, he did. Wow. Fantastic driver for the crowd here.
He got way close to Jason Depp, a lot closer than I think either of them wanted to be right there. To see biggest movers, Mitch Noble up 13 spots. Heck of a drive for Noble, heck of a recovery. He showed some mega pace in that first race before the incident happened, and then the other incident that happened shortly after that. I don't think either him nor Darren Fahey want to remember that.
David's staying with Tom, actually. He's going to re-attack him. Gallo's going to re-attack Tom, but just goes off the racing line a little bit. Just Tom Kepworth for that, but Tom hasn't had a chance to completely just get away with this one at the moment. The gap's close to 4 seconds. Greg Cook's gone off.
Greg Cook. Half spin from Cook. Also, why that happened, Jared Gilbert was given a 10-second time penalty for an incident on lap 5. I'm not quite sure. I don't remember what that incident was. You see Martin battling hard with Bernie.
At least the fog's cleared up, so I can see the cars a little bit better. Which is good.
No kidding.
We go up to Tyler Sheaf, Jamie Davis, and Sam. Gap's still 4.2 there between Tom and Marcus Watson, so not running away with this in clean air now. Tom with just shy of 15 minutes to get up the road there and see if he can hunt down the Kiwi of Mark and Watson in the Project 36 car. Marcus has been putting in some very good laps. Just a tad slower than Tom's lap times, but still very much competitive to be able to keep that gap there and buy him some time.
Yeah, if you can keep it to where he's only a tenth faster than you, he ain't gonna catch you. That's exactly what Marcus Watson is hoping for. Meanwhile, Davis trying once again to get by Tyler Sheaf. Meanwhile, they have absolutely dropped Katakuzinos. He's behind Mitchie Noble. Oh, and a big move. Smallenberg on Katakuzinos. And Tim makes the pass done. Very nice move into turn one.
Smallenberg, fantastic driver, a veteran. SRW Racing League. He knows how to get the job done when he needs to. He's currently fourth in class in the Pro-Ams.
Yep, Pro-Am leader continues to be Jason Depp. Meanwhile, Andrew Martin leads the AMs.
Yeah, he's got Nathan Burney behind him, but Nathan's in the Pro-Am class, so Andrew Martin doesn't necessarily need to fight with him, but he's clearly on the same pace as him. They're in the 1 minute 39.3 club, whereas the leaders are in the 37 club.
Yeah, and he's got himself a nice gap back to second in class, Josh King, about 4 seconds or so.
So we'll go back for a quick minute while we have a break in the race, just to have a look at the replay, what happened to Dean at the start of this one. In Sinka Biggles. He goes around. I don't think there was any contact on that one. That was just a sole accident because there was nobody else involved in that one. Then we got an incident with Dougie Gowans going off track.
Yeah, this big wreck later in the lap.
There's Dougie. Oh, did Dougie snap it on the exit?
Did he hit that sausage curb too?
Might
Is there
have,
even
actually.
a sausage
Yeah,
curb
we'll
on the
have a
inside?
look.
And going way off into no man's land when that car finally stopped.
Yeah,
Nope,
I think he
no
did.
sausage curb there.
Probably it lost something. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it just snapped on him because I don't think there is a sausage curb on that particular corner.
So he just lost on his own.
Right behind. Oh,
And that's taken out Daniel Byrne, unfortunately. I think, and Darren Fahe as well went for a spin. So that's the first incident, really. And then we have Rosenator going off on lap 2 somewhere as well. Contact. Oh, there, it's off into the grass. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of contact, but I think that was Nathan Verney, but nothing too much to where I'd say that would warrant a penalty.
This is Greg Cook. I'd say it's clipped there, little contact.
Smallenberg has copped a 5-second time penalty.
What's happened to David? Oh, David's lost internet connection.
Yeah,
David
Tom Donahue
Geller.
just came over the radio.
Oh.
He said the car behind me lost connection, so unfortunate, unbelievably unfortunate for David Gallo. In fact, going to put in a podium spot. That elevates Jamie Davis as here comes Smallenberg to the outside of Katakuzinos. Tim holding strong, but went a little too wide. That, I believe, is going to allow Katakuzinos to hold on to the position.
Stay away from the sausage curb, boys.
And yep, Gallo has officially gotten the connection drop. Heartbreaking.
Yeah. It is very unfortunate. He was certainly looking good for a podium, as you can imagine. As Sam and Timothy still managed to battle each other out. We still got to get it. We've got a bit of a get a grip battle happening at the moment here between the Martins, my friend. Nick and Andrew on track. I understand. First rule, don't take your teammate out. Second rule, go for it. just race each other.
But then there's the hidden third rule. Don't take out your family member.
Yeah. Yeah, to make for an interesting family dinner, wouldn't it? Conversation.
Absolutely would, especially with Andrew being the AMS class leader.
Well, they've got to get a move on as well too, because they've got to keep Matt Neal behind them. So here they are. Unless this is a clever play of just being defensive, no, and they're going to allow enough space. And Andrew's going to say, "I'll take a 2-for-1 special, brother special."
Yeah.
If I think family member. Sorry.
If it is, it backfired.
Yeah. You can block well if you do both cover the racing line and that, and work together. But at the same time, one of you will scrub some speed as Matt Neal goes off on the kitty litter a little bit, but he's okay.
I think that worked about as well as it could have if your Andrew get the higher class cars pass and allows you to focus forward once again on holding on to your advantage. Right now, second place is now David Lawler in the AMS class. He's jumped past Joshua King, and they are about, say, Lawler's 3 seconds or so adrift of Martin for the class lead. Meanwhile, up front for the overall win, Tom Donahue has really not made any inroads. It's only 4.2 right now.
As you can see, Marcus Watson's just really exactly on the pace, as you can see. A 37.50, 37.51, that's on average of the last 5 laps, so that's not going to be enough for Tom to slice that 4.3 second lead that Marcus Watson has.
Yeah, you wonder if he ended up with damage, Marcus Watson, from that lap 2 incident in race 1 with Daniel Byrne. If he might have always kind of had that pace, but because of that incident wasn't able to show it.
That's true. Well, these two going for it. Nathan Verney and Nick Martin. That's the Pace Syndicate versus the Get a Grip team.
This is the battle for the last spot in the top 10. And one of the closest battles on the racetrack right now. Meanwhile, Kata Kuzanos is right on the back of Tyler Sheaf, and Greg Cook not that far behind them. See Rosenator all over the back.
This is a great battle too, because this is for the AM win here.
Oh, you're right.
Yep.
That is my mistake. I thought I saw a P next to that AM on Rosenator.
So Rosenator gets the lead in the AM class currently at the moment. So he gets past Andrew Martin. Dean won't be winning this one this time around. He's back in P7 after that first lap off-track excursion. So Dean's form, leading the AM Championship, might still be leading the AM Championship after this race, because he did a good one in race 1. So we'll have to see how it pans out for the rest of the points, of course. But here's Tyler Sheaf and Sam. Going for it again, my friend, there, with Greg Cook lurking in the background, waiting to see how this pans out between them, with just shy of 9 minutes remaining in this race now.
Yeah, these black and red cars have not let each other run away. They've been next to each other pretty much all race long. See, here comes Greg Cook.
He's got the pace on him
with
at
the
moment,
run.
doesn't he? Yeah.
And he does not have position. Sheaf keeping him at bay.
It's a pro driver too versus the Pro-Ams up the road. And he's got a lot of them, actually. He's got 3 Pro-Am drivers that separate him and his teammate Jamie Davis up the road. So Greg Cook's going to want to clear these drivers in the remaining 8 minutes in this race. Still a 4-second gap currently at the moment between Tom, and unfortunately Brady Buchanan's gone off the track again too. He's missing his front nose completely. He's not had very much luck, unfortunately, in both of these races here for Brady, because he's been off the track a few times actually so far in this race. But let's have a look at what the most recent off-track excursion has been. There it out, the kitty litter, and that's just going to flick straight in the inside fence. That's where you get your popcorn, your fold-out chair for this race, mate, because we've seen a lot of victims in that part of the track.
And that was the exact same, basically the exact same incident that took him out in race 1 when Kevin Wakefield did the exact same thing right in front of him.
Yes, sir.
Now, unfortunately, the tables have turned, and now he's the one making that same unfortunate mistake. As you see Cook getting the pass done on Tyler Sheep.
Yep.
Tyler Sheep has made that car very wide for everyone trying to pass him. Is Nick Martin and is that still, still Varney. And Neil has joined the fray. He's got 2 Syndicate cars to worry about.
Yep. There's Neil. You wanted to say about Mitch Noble doing Mitch Noble things. Mitch Noble at the moment is going to be loving the Mitch Noble things because look at that graph. Mitch Noble from all the way down there in P20, I think. He's 17 positions up currently at the moment, so there it is. There, P22 he started at. He's up at P5, so Mitch Noble having a good Mitch Noble race.
Yeah, what a drive from 22nd. 22nd on the grid to P5, and he is only 3.5 seconds out of the class lead. I don't think he'll have enough time to do anything, but just an unbelievable drive for Mitchie Noble here in race 2.
He'd have to get past Jamie Davis in order to catch Jason Depp. That would be a big ask. You're hoping that maybe Jamie Davis has a repeat of what he did in the last race, isn't it? And threw away a potential podium position by getting an off-track moment. That's all that I think at the moment Mitch Noble can hope for if he wants to get himself at least close enough to Jason. And these two going for it tooth and nail as well too. Nick Martin and Nathan again. Pace Syndicate versus To Get a Grip. Once again, if these guys squabble too much, it will come into the clutches there of Matt Neal. We will get a good exit considering the fact that Bernie just went off the track a little bit too, kicked up some kitty litter. Oh, it's just off the racing line there too, Matty. That'll compromise your exit right there.
And Rosenator has actually run this trio down. You see him
he has too,
he's in the background.
This could be a good little four-way fight. But Rosenator, of course, he has a almost 2-second gap to Andrew Martin here, so I think he's okay. If the pace is okay between these drivers, he'll be like, all right, I'm happy with that. But if they start slowing down and bring him into Andrew Martin's clutches, then he's going to want to probably start to get some overtakes done so he can continue to get that AM victory for this race. But this is the closest battle essentially on your pitches right now.
And you see, look at how close Barney is.
Dean is faster than Steve. Nick Martin.
Oh, tell me Steve has seen that before.
Yeah, we saw it. He did it at the start of the season, so good on you. Nick Martin, thank you. Look at the shoot.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, Nick Martin just blinked
no,
as well,
oh
too.
No. Oh, now he's
Three
sending
wide.
it up the inside. Oh, look at this.
Oh, can't use the web camera. Can't see.
Boy.
Oh.
What a move by Barney to get the pass done, and now Neil trying to follow him.
Been down shy 3 minutes to go. This is the closest battle on your pitches. So that gap actually has now increased from Marcus Watson to Tom Donahue. So I think Tom's just backed off on this one and said, okay, it's yours, Marcus. Great job there for the number 700. Project 36.
Look at the
this
run.
battle's not
Nick
over
Martin
yet.
got a great run on Barney. Oh, late move, pulls it off. But that did not help Nathan Barney. He has lost all 3 spots now as Rosenator sends it to the inside. Nathan trying to hold him off on the outside, now taking the inside. at least keeps Rosenator at bay. Man, some of these overtakes have been phenomenal.
Yeah, could be one here right now on Greg Cook on Sam. And that one might...
And,
he makes it stick, of course. On the outside. Looks like he will get that job done. We're going to go back to this battle, of course, that's still brewing here. As I think we're going to get 3 wide. I'm pretty sure we're going to get 3 wide.
We sure are. As we're only 2 laps to go now. Whoa, Varney a little wide. Got a little bit of grass. Oh, no, he's going to... Oh, and he hit his teammate. And Rosenator. And Martin takes back the lead of the AMs.
Wow.
Heartbreak for Callum Rosenator. Innocent bystander.
Yep.
And has now lost the lead of this race. Oh man, just nowhere to go. I don't think he got any damage. I think the netcode gods might have been kind to him, but what it did take from him was track position. He is now 5 seconds behind Andrew
I think he's got
Martin.
damage as well too, yes, because David Lawler's going to be hunting him in, but time is on Callum's side currently at the moment. As where's our race leaders crossing the Marcus Watson? He's on the final lap, I would imagine, isn't it? Because just once they get one more.
Sure is.
Yep.
It's been a magnificent drive from Marcus Watson. Race 1 was a bit up and down for the 700. Copped himself a couple penalties, unfortunately. But this time around, not even close. Sterling performance as he is 4.6 ahead of Tom Donahue. To see Sheaf Smallenberg. This battle has not given up whatsoever.
Even Vernie went in the pit road too. I think he's just got too much damage. And just elected to park it for the evening.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. He took a couple really hard hits. Meanwhile, Jason Depp is continuing to pace the field for the Pro-Ams. 3 seconds over Mitchie Noble.
Look at Tom in the background. Just see him there.
Oh! It's a big wiggle, the battle between Rosenator and Lawler. But here we are, the race leader. A dominant bounce-back performance. Marcus Watson will win race 2 at Mugello.
We'll get ahead there, Tom. Across the line there. Jason Depp will get the class win as well, too, for the Pro-Ams. Good job for him. Jamie Davis, Mitch Noble, big hard charger on that one. 17 places up. Greg Cook. Sam going down to, and then we'll scoot down to Andrew Martin as well, too, because he's the AM. He's down 11 from his original position in this race, but it doesn't really matter to him at this point, as in for AM class, because he will get that victory. For sure, over Callum Rosenator, we'll get the 2nd place for that. But Marcus Watson, what a drive, my friend. And he will celebrate that with burnouts.
Yeah, absolutely. Phenomenal performance. And I think Tom Donahue will probably a bit bummed, couldn't quite get the sweep, but another phenomenal points night for the championship leader. This second race is definitely a lot more subdued from race 1, but I think practically anything would have been more subdued compared to the action-packed, whatever you want to call that was. And we didn't have any cars leave the ground, which was
that's
very,
true.
Yeah,
Nobody
very good.
won.
All right, your final results. Race winner, Marcus Watson from Tom Donahue and Jason Depp. Jamie Davis, Mitchie Noble, Greg Cook, Sam Katakuznos, Timothy Schmallenberg, Tyler Sheep, and Nick Martin round out the top 10. And then it's Matt Neal in 11th, Andrew Martin, Callum Rosenader, David Lawler, Joshua King in rounding out the top 15. Gerard Gilbert in 16th, Chris Tomlin in 17th, Darren Fahey 18th, Thomas Sunny Cena 19th, and Nathan Varney rounding out the top 20. Daniel Byrne, Kevin Wakefield, Brady Buchanan, Doug Gowns, Dean Sinkovich, and David Gallo, your final finishers of tonight's incredible 30 and 30 from MUGELLO.
Absolutely. Now it's time that we can have a chin wagon with our drivers for what's been a topsy-turvy up and down 2 back-to-back 30-minute races here this evening.
Yeah, definitely curious to hear their thoughts on it. So far, we just have our race winner in the waiting room. We're
just drag him in.
to...
You want? Just drag him.
Yep,
Marcus.
let's do it. Marcus, James in the booth, you got a copy.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Well, that was a incredible drive in race 2. You absolutely ran away from everyone right there. First of all, take us through the start. You made some fantastic moves. You were a rocket off of the line from the get-go, and you were able to turn that into some great overtaking into turn 1.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, it was an awesome race from the get-go. Even race 1, it was challenging, but it was still a lot of fun nonetheless. Yeah, really happy to come away with the win. The start there, my whole goal going into that second race there was just get to the lead as quick as possible, and I find I am quite aggressive or good on the start, so I just used that to my advantage, got to the front as soon as I could and just put my head down and eyes forward.
Yeah, and when Tom did finally get up into P2, were you worried at all, or were you just that confident in the pace you were showing?
I was definitely confident in my pace, don't get me wrong. I was definitely watching my relative the entire race, even on the first few laps, seeing how fast he would get through. I knew his pace was slightly better than mine. I thought it was going to be a lot better than it ended up being. But it was definitely something I was thinking about, but come the last maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes of the race, it kind of left my mind.
Yeah, and I do gotta ask, it was a bit of a tough race 1. You ended up copping a couple penalties. Just take us through what happened all with that.
I mean, to me, it just is what it is. The penalties, I guess I deserve it. I wrecked 2 people's races, and I am very sorry to them for doing that. But at the end of the day, it's just racing. I just put my car where the hole was, and unfortunately, we made contact. I'll take the penalties on the chin, but at least I won the race that counted.
Alrighty, well, it was a dominant win for you tonight. Any sponsors, plugs, and shout-outs you'd like to give?
Firstly, we'd just obviously like to thank all my family and friends for all their support, and Project 36 for all their help and support recently.
Alrighty, we appreciate you, Marcus, and hopefully we're talking to you again next week.
Thanks, guys. Thank you very much.
All right, and let's go ahead and do a little bit of a reverse order here. Let's talk to Tom Donahue, race winner of race 1 and runner-up race 2.
Oh, you want to drag him in? I'll drag him in. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well,
Here we go.
Tom, James in the booth. You got a copy?
a copy. I'm here, boys. How you going?
Going all right. Well, another huge points day for you. First of all, you just absolutely took it to task in that first race.
Yeah, I mean, the first race was a good one. I knew I had to get past Daniel ASAP, basically. Because yeah, the guy in the race that takes everyone out was right there, so I wanted to get past before I had to race him. So that was a good start. And then from there, it was in the bag for race one, and I was just thinking about race two. Actually, I forgot there was a safety car, but yeah, that was a bit intense too.
Yeah, take us through what was going through your mind with the safety car coming out. I know that had to be pretty nerve-wracking. Obviously, you were the fastest in race one by far, but the slipstream going into turn one, anything can happen.
Oh, for sure. And I know Jamie Davis is quite a good driver too, so I was a bit nervous with him behind. I would have preferred someone else. But yeah, just managed to somehow hold him off on that first lap, and then once you get kind of to 0.6, it's kind of manageable from there. And yeah, I made a little mistake which brought him back in at some point, but then once he spun off, it was all good from there.
Yeah, and take us through race two. You took your time a little bit there getting through the traffic, and did you think you might have had something for Marcus there in the second race?
Nah. I mean, Marcus is too fast. If he gets a sixth place advantage on me, I'm never going to catch him. So I was just thinking about getting through the traffic and getting P2. That was pretty much the goal. If there was a safety car, I might have had a chance, but yeah, I wasn't going to take too many risks trying to get ahead of him either. So the goal was P2 for race two there.
And goal accomplished, and you walk away with another nice haul of points to add to your already championship leading total. Any sponsors, plugs, and shout outs you'd like to give?
No, just thanks to the wife again for letting me race. It's always fun to get on track. Had some really great battles tonight, so shout out to those guys in race one on the start. Race two, sorry, that was really fun. We went side by side the whole first two laps, so I enjoyed that. And yeah, Adelaide's going to be fun next week, so we'll see what happens there.
Alrighty, we appreciate you, Tom, and hopefully we're talking to you again next week.
Yeah, hopefully. We'll see you there.
All right, there's our runner-up race two and winner of race one, Tom Donahue. And now time to talk to third place overall and the Pro-Am winner, Jason Depp. Jason, James in the booth, you got a copy?
Yes, hello.
Man, you were a sight to behold out there. You were one of my favorite cars to keep an eye on because some of the overtakes you were making were incredible. Like, I think you had one like super late move going into I think it might have been the second to last sweeper that you just late and got by before they were at the apex. It was just incredible.
Yeah, just trying to make some moves where I can to do safely. But yeah, for most races, I was just trying to survive, basically.
Yeah, it seemed tough to do out there. Everyone pretty close together because of the narrow circuit. And it seemed like there was a lot of stuff you had to avoid out there.
Yeah, lots of jockeying. That's sort of a given for MUGELLO, especially with how high speed it is. But yeah, no, I think everyone overall did a pretty good job. And there were times, especially on the opening laps, I thought, oh, someone's going to run into the back of me or I'm going to run into the back of someone else. But yeah, no, just managed to lock in and just survive those first few opening laps and just settle into a rhythm.
Yeah, and you showed some absolutely incredible pace, being able to get on the podium as a Pro-Am driver, it's not always the easiest feat. So It was a great show of pace for you tonight.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. I think for what it's worth, I think P3 got gifted to me because I know David Gallo was running P3 and it was unfortunately it got disconnected. But yeah, I guess I'll take it. It is what it is. And yeah, a win is a win, so I'll take it.
Absolutely, and now with the first trip to Adelaide on the horizon, what are you thinking going into that next week?
Well, concrete walls, quite a tight circuit in certain parts of it. If the AOWN was anything to go by, it's definitely going to be tricky. So again, just going to be trying to survive and try and stay out of other people's ways and just try and be smart and yeah, just bring the car home in one piece.
All right, well, another awesome run for you tonight. Any sponsors, plugs, and shout outs you'd like to give before we let you go?
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, got to thank God as always. And got to thank SLM boys in SLM and Sudspeed as well. And yeah, thanks to all our friends and family who put up with us doing this. And yeah, hopefully everybody at home enjoyed the show. And of course, thanks to everybody in the commentary team and race admin as well. And yeah, also, of course, big shout out to everybody else on the grid. Everybody raced really well tonight. And yeah, looking forward to next week.
All righty, we appreciate you, Jason, and hopefully we're talking to you again next week.
Hopefully, fingers crossed. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
All right, there's your third place finisher and your sweep of the Pro-Am wins, Jason Depp. And now time to talk to the AMS winner, Andrew James in the booth. You got a copy?
Hello, how you doing?
Doing good, but probably not as good as you. Heck of a job out there bringing home the dub there in race 2.
Hey mate, my first win 2 in AMS. That's fantastic. I was just amazed. Really, yeah, really stoked. I've been knocking on the door for this one since the bend last year. Last lap I ran wide and spun, and then last week I did the same thing. I was in the lead, ran wide, spun. So I can feel for Callum, who got taken out because he was in front of me, second last lap, and then yeah, so I overtook him and got to the line before him.
Yeah, I want to know what was going through your mind when you saw that Callum got involved in that incident and suddenly you're back in the lead with a lap and a half to go.
I'm just saying thanks, Nick, for holding them up, and they caused themselves an accident behind themselves. So yeah, yeah, my teammate had my gunner, so that was good fun.
Yeah,
just keep it clean.
And talking about going from the lowest to lows to highest of highs, we saw you just barely miss out on the win in race 1 to Dean right there in a photo finish. Take us through that.
Yeah, that was interesting because yeah, with the restart, I had it home and hosed really, but then we had the safety car which just brought them all back up behind me, and then yeah, then Sinner got me around the inside down in turn 1, and then yeah, I don't even know where Dean came from, but he went around me, and Nick's informed me that's for the win. So yeah, I just tried my hardest, and yeah, we're side by side across the line, but he just had the measure of me, and yeah, well done to him.
Yeah, but you did a great job bouncing back from that and bringing home the win. What was the track like to you? How difficult was it in your eyes?
It wasn't too bad actually. It's just a really flowy circuit. You just got to get your rhythm, and if you do just a little bit wrong and get your rhythm out, then yeah, you just lose so much time. So yeah, especially that race 1, I just developed a nice rhythm, and I was hanging on to the back of the Pro-Am guys. I just wasn't quite close enough to get the suck down the straight, but yeah, so that was big too this week. I think the wind had a bit to play in that, and if you which was good because it was brought up a lot of side by side racing if you could get into the slipstream. But yeah, such a good track.
Yeah, such a good performance from you. Any sponsors, plugs, and shout outs you'd like to give before we let you go?
Absolutely. First of all, and mostly, I want to thank my wife. She is the best. I mean, she's got 2 half a cars in her lounge room that she deals with every day. So good on her. I really love her. She's just amazing. Also, all the other competitors, especially those who come week after week and don't have the opportunity to take home any silverware, but still have fun. And without them, we wouldn't be racing at all. So I just want to thank those guys. Of course, my son Nick and my friend Nick for getting me into a sim and egging me along. Thanks, mate. Really appreciate that. Of course, SRW for an amazing league, Race Control for all they do, Velo Motorsport Products, Silver City Shredding, John Curtis and Sons, Jesus Racing, of course, and the Life Choices Foundation.
Alrighty, well, we appreciate you, Andrew, and go celebrate that first dub.
I shall. Thank you very much. Go spray some champagne around.
Hell yeah. That is our AMS winner, Andrew.
Yeah. GG's to,
yes, sir.
to Andrew. And of course, we'll just go over those results again, of course. So Heat 1, as it was, with Tom taking the victory on that one with over Greg Cook, and Jason was the leading pro-am of the Heat 1 results on that one with, as you can see down there, who was with that photo finish that you mentioned there with Dean and Andrew Martin for the AM class victory. And of course, as we just went over with the feature race here tonight, Marcus Watson stealing that one away from Tom Donahue, with Jason once again back-to-back pro-am victories tonight. That'll secure his performance in that championship as well too, with the switcheroo this time around with Andrew Martin getting the upper hand. Dean ended up finishing back in P8 in class, last in class actually on that one, after that first lap incident there, my friend. James?
Yep, and I believe that just about does it for us here. First, as you see in the calendar brought up, next week is, of course, Adelaide for the first time ever in SRW, with Jerez, Laguna Seca, Phillip Island, Barber, and Suzuka yet to follow. So, real quick before we go, what are your closing thoughts on tonight's action there, Dean?
I didn't know super formulas can fly, but they can, weren't they? With some airbornes. Unfortunately, we didn't get all the replays on that, but I'm sure some of the drivers in the league will be having a look at that one. And I know Andrew Martin's still in the room too, mate. You get a chance, have a look back at the replays from the race session, because cars went literally out of the park here in Italy, my friend. I think they're just trying to let the Italians know that we do like pineapple on our pizza here in Australia. So that's perhaps what it is there, Andrew. But it was crazy, wasn't it? It was all over the place. There was incidents. It was lots and lots and lots of action. I hope everybody did enjoy it. And if you did, please give us the thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed to the channels, we're simultaneously streaming this as well too on multiple platforms. So share your love if you can.
Yes, sir. And with that, it's time we get the heck on out of here. For of our broadcast partners, Dean Biggles Hopton, I'm James Watson, bidding you adieu till next week. Good night, everyone.